Hi guys, in this session I am going to explain for loops. Before going to explain for loops, I am going to explain what is loop. Most of the works we do repeatedly. The same way, if we want to make utilize a computer, we have to instruct a computer to do some repeated tasks. Computers are capable enough to do repeated tasks. So this is we will achieve with the loops in a many programming languages. So here I am coming to the loops in Python. There are many types of loops are available: for loop, while loop, list comprehensions, and generator expressions. I am going to explain you for loop in this session, and in future sessions I will explain you while loop. So remaining things are at the end of the course. So hope you understood. In this for loops, I am going to explain what are the sequences, what are the iterators, how is performs the for loop statements, how it will execute. I will explain you one by one. What is for loop? For loop is a loop used for to iterate over a sequence. Here we are saying what is the sequence? List, tuple, dictionary, set, or a string. All of them are called sequences. Now, for loop, we can execute a set of statements. Once for each item in a list, tuple, set, or string. Each item in a list or each character in a string. For loop iterates over each character in a string. There is for in loop, which is similar to for each loop in other languages. I hope you understood. Every time when we want to execute a set of statements, it for loop checks for a boolean value whether it is a true or false. Unlike a if statement, in a for loop, body of the loop can be executed, set of statements can be executed whenever there is a false. It checks for a true. When it is a true, it will loop will be terminated. What is true? When is true? Whether list or string or some other sequences, when it reaches to the end of the sequence. String may be with the set of characters. For first character, it will enter into the first loop. For second character, it will enter into the second loop. For third character, it is entered into the third loop. But for the last character, it will terminate. After a last character, it will terminate. So if it is true, it will terminate. If it is false, it will enter into the body of the loop. Whenever it reaches to the end of the character only, it terminates. Hi guys, I'm going to explain you for loops examples, and how I will debug. I will show you, and what are the steps to follow. I will explain one by one. This is the string I'm taking, and for loop, so this is the simple example that I'm going to explain you. Here I taken a captions. This is a string, and for loop I'm iterating over a iterator or sequences that is called string. That is a variable captions. Within these captions, one by one we will traverse from first character to the end of the character, end of the string, and I will try to run it. You can understand. Okay, okay. I'm trying run for loops. Okay. This is the output we got. What is happening actually? For string, we win together. Every character is taken from the every iteration, and that is printed here. Uh, for to explain you more, how to give a clarity and debugging. First, I will make you understand what is debugging. Then I will continue with the debugging process, so you can understand how this loop is going on iterating and how it is giving a output. I will show you. Okay, this is the breakpoint. Okay, right click on it and debug for loops. Click on debug for loops. Okay, in the debug for loops, here this is the captions we win together is the value it have at the starting stage. We are not editing anything, we are not adding any concatenation we are doing, just it will show you as it is. It is a debugging. In a debugging, at the first step it is break that second line. This is the step over, this is the step into, this is the step into my code, this is step out. These are the options we have. I will make utilize step over in this example. What happens is, if I click on step over, here the character W means from the captions string, first character W, capital W, is considered as a char. It is assigned to the char variable. Again, I am clicking on step over. Here it is showing a caption and a char. It is printed into the output window W. Here it is shown W. It is printed. So follow these steps and follow what I am saying. It will give you more clarity. Again, I am going back to the step over. Step over. Again, now character is E. Now character is changed. Character is before character is W. It is printed. Then in a next loop, in next character in a iteration, it is taken as a variable assigned with the character E, and now again step over. It is printed. Character is printed. Look at this. Character is printed. Character W is printed in the previous iteration. Now it is printed character E. Go on with the threads and variables. Again try to click on step over. Okay. Here we got a space. Here we got a space. Okay. Go on. continuously go on with the again, again it is changing, again it is changing. So, okay, every time it is breaking at the for loop. We taken a break point here in for our second statement, that is a for loop. So it is taken a in as a operator. So I think you got a clarity. I will continue with this. Check what is happening. Every time it is changing character value and it is printed into the console. It is the final character. It is the last character. If I click on this, it will end up. Yeah, this is the output we got. We win together. Okay, we got a clarity. And what we want is, I want to get a only capital characters in a string to be printed. Not all characters, only capital characters. It is the simple char dot is upper function I'm taking. What it will do is, it will print character. It will print character which is the capital character, uppercase character only. It is prints a uppercase character. So try to run it. Right click on it and run for loops. Okay, WWT. Here the same procedure it will do. I want to remove this breakpoint here. I want to keep a breakpoint here itself. In the statement 3, what happens? I will try to explain you. Debug for loops. Okay. The first character is W. First character is W. It is entered into the for loop and it is break that if statement. Okay, try to click on step over. It is printed. Look at the console. Again step over. Yes, it is printed. Again step over. Now second character is E. Step over. It will continue. It will continue. It will continue. Again and again I'm clicking on it. Now it will print capital T. Check out the console. Yes, it printed the capital characters into the console. This is the way we will use for loop, and it will iterate over the string from the starting character to the end of the string character. It will rotate and it will iterate and it will loop is rotated, and finally we get a answer. Finally we get a result. If we want to print every character, we can print every character. If we want only uppercase characters, this is the procedure. I hope you understood. Yes, I will give you another example to you so that you can understand very well. Okay. With this example, how we can utilize for loops in a different manner. It is a number, but we taken it as a string only. It is not an actual number, but it is considered as a string character. Follow what I am typing. If not, num dot is numeric. Here I will explain you what is happening. I am taking a number as a string with a separators. I may use separator as a comma. Any separator I will use. With the separator, we if I take a input, within that I want to collect a separator characters into the separators, and I want to print it. So I will try to run it. Here I am taking this is the number I taken with the separators. Even I can take a string or anything I can take, but I'm taking it as a number. But it is a string variable. I assign to the string variable. Try to enter. It is not printed anything. What is happening? Well, here is the spelling mistake. Okay, I will rerun it again. Here it is the error. I want to troubleshoot it. Okay, here I fixed the problem. I will try to rerun it. So this is the output we got. So you can print a uh, string value as a character, as a capital characters, as a separators. You can do so many operations with the for loop. These are the examples. uh, I hope you got a clarity. Here every step, uh, separator is added to the separator string. Here the concatenation will happen between separator plus num. It will check for the num is numeric. If it is num is numeric, it is true. Not true means that it is false. So if it is false, it will not enter into the if block. If it is true, means that num is not numeric, then it will enter into the 10th line. Alexa, stop.
It's 10:30 a.m.
So here what happens is, if num is not numeric, then it will concatenate that num into the separators. Means that the separators is added with the comma, colon, all the things are added into the separator string. Finally, if we come out of the loop, here print is performed and it will execute and it will print whatever the output we want as we expected. Hope you understood. See you in the next session.